Hey, my preschool friends, Mrs. Real here with this week's lesson, our last one before we go on break. So I thought that we would start with our Must Be Santa song and book because it is so much fun. We have to do that. And then I have a story for you. And then at the end, I have a different song to sing with you and to talk about some things. So we're going to start with Must Be Santa. So let me get my screen shared. Let's turn it on. Don't forget to stand up and dance and wiggle and get some exercise and some oxygen in your blood and your body. Here we go. Who's got a beard that's long and white? Santa's got a beard that's long and white. Who comes around on a special night? Santa comes around on a special night. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Who's got boots and a suit of red? Santa's got boots and a suit of red. Who wears a long cap on his head? Santa wears a long cap on his head. Cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Who got a great big cherry nose? Santa's got a great big cherry nose. Who laughs this way? Ho, ho, ho. Santa laughs this way. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Who very soon will come our way. Santa very soon will come our way. 8 little reindeer pull his sleigh. 8 little reindeer pull his sleigh. Reindeer sleigh, come our way. Ho, 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 cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. All right, that was our great exercise and wiggling around for get ourselves started today during our lesson. So I have a Santa story for you. And this Santa story is called Shh. Santa's pretty excited that it's Christmas time. He's having trouble keeping quiet. Let's see what happens in Shh. It was Christmas Eve and Santa was feeling jolly. Jingle bells, jingle all the way, sang Santa noisily as he loaded the toys into the sleigh. Shh, Santa, whispered the reindeer. You have to be quiet tonight or you'll wake the children. I'll try to, said Santa, but I do like singing. Over the earth they flew toward the first house. Santa was so excited that he forgot to land on the roof and ended up in the front yard instead. Dear me, dear me, dear me, roared Santa, spying a friendly cat. Merry Christmas, cat. Do you think they'll mind if I use the back door? The cat waved her tail in the air. Shh, Santa, she whispered. They don't mind, but you mustn't wake the children. Of course I won't, said Santa, jumping out of the sleigh. Santa threw the sack of presents over his shoulder and tiptoed along the garden path. The house was silent and everyone was asleep except for a snowman in the front yard. Oh, oops, cried Santa, sliding on a patch of ice and crashing to the ground. Shh, Santa, whispered the snowman. You mustn't wake the children. Sorry, said Santa, picking up his presents and bouncing indoors, but Christmas is my favorite time of the year. When he reached the Christmas tree, Santa stopped bouncing and pulled some presents out of his sack. One was a jack-in-the-box, which burst open. Santa jumped in surprise. laughed Santa, clapping his hands. Shh, Santa, whispered the family dog. You mustn't wake the children. No, we mustn't wake the children, agreed Santa. He put his finger to his lips and crept toward the fireplace to fill the stockings. But he didn't notice the tinsel on the floor until it was too late. Santa tripped and went bumpity bump, bump across the room, landing on a roller skate. Toys flew everywhere as he skidded across the carpet and fell headfirst into the fireplace. Ah, 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 achoo, sneezed Santa, rubbing the soot from his nose. Shh, Santa, said the kitten sleepily from an armchair by the hearth. You mustn't wake the children. Yes, we must be quiet, whispered Santa, scrambling to his feet. Santa picked up his sack and hurried back to his sleigh, for there were many more places to go before Christmas Day. Finally, they visited the last house, and Santa's sack was empty. Santa rubbed his eyes sleepily and called, Home, reindeer! And with a toss of their heads and a jingle of the bells, the reindeer leapt into the sky. Ho, 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 shouted Santa loudly. Here we are, home at last. I know, he added softly. We mustn't wake the children. It had been a busy night, and Santa felt very tired. He made himself a cup of hot cocoa, put on his slippers, lay back in his armchair, and fell fast asleep. Snored Santa. Munch, 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 crunched the reindeer as they ate their supper. Shh, squeaked Santa's little mouse. You mustn't wake Santa. He had a hard night. All right, my friends. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and say, so we've been having some really fun Christmas kinds of stories. We sing Must Be Santa, and we read a Christmas story last week, and now I had another one for you this week. So some of our friends are celebrating a different holiday right now. They're celebrating the holiday of Hanukkah. And some people don't celebrate Christmas, they celebrate Hanukkah instead. Some families celebrate both things. So there's a really fun game that is part of a Hanukkah celebration, and it uses a dreidel. Now this is a dreidel. It's like a top. And I'm going to share my screen again so you can see it. And when you play this game, you usually use chocolate or nuts or raisins, or sometimes just pennies or markers or counters. And you spin your top and it falls over, and there's a letter on top that will tell you what you're supposed to do. So if you have a dreidel at your house, or you've ever played dreidel at your house, you know that if you take your candy and you put it in the middle, you take 2 pieces of candy, everybody puts in 2, and you spin the top, and it tells you that you either get to take some of the candy, or you have to put some of the candy in, or you do nothing, or sometimes you get to take all the candy. And you keep spinning the top until you run out of candy, and one person ends up with all of the candy to have. And hopefully then they are nice sharing people, and they will share the candy that they won with the rest of the group. So I also have my big blue dreidel. It doesn't spin very nicely, but it's got the little signs on the side, and it lights up and it plays the dreidel song. It plays the music. But I also have the dreidel song on our CD player. So let me switch our song from Santa to dreidel. And you guys can sing it. We'll do it 2 times because it's a short song, but it's really easy to remember. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, my dreidel I will play. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Dreidel, 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 my dreidel I will play. Again. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Dreidel, 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 my dreidel I will play. We're going to do that again because it's that short. Here we go. This dreidel is made of wood. I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, my dreidel I will play. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Dreidel, 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 my dreidel I will play. Dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay. Dreidel, 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 my dreidel I will play. All right, my friends, that is our last lesson before we all go on break. I'm going to miss you. But if you miss me a lot, know that you can go watch my videos on the YouTube channel and sing all these songs and read and hear all those stories all over again. And I will see you again, my friends, soon in the new year with new stories. I already have some lined up. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.